This one's called What Was That? As always, here's a disclaimer for all the little buttercups out there. This is an adult show. Right, let's get on with it. What was that? So, it's a funny story. It's not like action. I can't remember what agent I was with, but it was late at night. He was looking for his car. Went to this one house, wasn't there. Went to the second house. And the second house, we didn't really have an address. All we had was like an area and maybe a few streets it could be in, but they weren't actually streets. It was one of those estates where it's all walkways. And there was one main car park, but it was all walkways. But we was told it was a house near the end, and it was a complete mess. But the tip-off turned out all right in the end. So we pulled into this like maze of all these houses and walkways. And right in the middle of the car park was the car we was after. I think it's a black BMW. We're like, oh great, this is what we're after. What house do we knock on? We didn't have any telephone numbers, we didn't have anything. So we're like, they said it was one of the end houses. I don't know where the tip-off come from, but it was like one of the end houses. So we're looking, and it's like, we're in like a square. We're like, what do you mean end house? So me and the other agent, it's like about 2, 3 in the morning, so we can't go knocking doors. So we're there going, what do we do? Like, okay, let's set the alarm off. So we're shaking the car, and it won't go off. We're like, fucking hell, we've got to get this alarm going. We're rocking it, we're booting it. Alarm won't go off. We're like, well, we're gonna have to put a window through anyway to put it on the back of a low loader. And we had a low loader at the time, just had a flatbed. A flatbed is where you just put the ramps down, drive the car up, put the ramps up. So we're like, well, we're gonna have to break into it. We're like, oh, we could really do with the keys here, the way it was positioned and the way we had to get the flatbed in. And it was a bit of a logistics nightmare. So we thought, right, let's just go to the end rows, the couple of houses on the end rows. So we're knocking the door. And we're waking people up. Like I said, it could be like about, I think it was about 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And then like some lights are coming. Some people aren't answering the doors. Some people's lights are coming on, and we're like, fucking hell, like they're coming to the door. Is that your BMW over there, mate? Fucking hell, you fucking knocking my door this early in the morning. All right, mate, do you know whose car it is? Getting doors slammed in our face. There was a couple of the doors we knocked on, which we didn't get a really shitty reaction, and we're thinking that could be the people we're after. But they weren't, they were less saying it wasn't their car. What do we do now? Well, I'm gonna have to smash the window. So we put the window through. Oh my God, the alarm's now going off, and it's echoing. It's going beep, 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 all around the estate, all down the walkways. There's other lights coming on, there's everything. So we're there trying to snap the steering lock off. And some cars, when you try and snap the steering lock off, the actual steering wheel comes off. And on this occasion, the steering wheel actually come off. I don't know if it's designed that way for a crash, but the whole fucking thing come off. So now we're fucked. So we've got this car with no steering wheel, trying to get it on the back of this low loader, trying to position the low loader. We can't fucking steer. This has gone into, like, we've been there now probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Next thing, police turn up. Police want to see all our paperwork, doing bloody checks on our vehicles. You can't just turn up and take cars. We can, we're repossession agents. We're having a right nightmare with this. Then this bloke turns up, and I'm sure he was in one of the houses we knocked. I'm the one who called the police. This is my car. We can't do this. We can't do that. I'll make a payment now. And he thinks, oh, he looks, he's got no fucking steering wheel. We fucking fucked his car completely. Now he's going mad off his tits. Oh, you fucking bastards. He said, mate, I'm sure we knocked your fucking door. Which house are you in? I'm not telling you which house we're in. I said, but you've changed addresses. How did you fucking find me? I said, I don't know, mate. It's like fucking 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't fucking know. It's just on our paperwork. So we're having a Barney with him. Then the police are saying we need to just fucking load it and go. This bloke's just walked off now. He's gone, he's dressing gown and slippers. He's just fucking gone. He said he's not going to make any more payments, but he won't make any payments anyway. So we get this car loaded. It's just been a nightmare from start to finish, this job has. Complete and utter nightmare. And we're like, thank God for that. We've got it on the back of a low loader. We've strapped it up. Absolutely brilliant. We're like, oh, God, what a job that was. Pulled out the estate, pulled up to some traffic lights, and there's no one around. No one around. Pulled up at the traffic lights, and as we drove off, we heard, "Choo-choosh!" What the fuck was that? We both look around, and the BMW, what was on the back, wasn't on the back. So I don't know why, we must have been tired, we might have only put one strap on. I don't know what we had done. But as we pulled off from the lights, the car just rolled back because the handbrake, we probably didn't put the handbrake on. So as we pulled off, the car rolled back and literally fucking went straight up. And we're like, oh, for fuck's sake. So now our car is in the middle of the traffic of this cross junction. There's no one around. And we're like, the coppers hate us anyway. The coppers, we've already been arguing with the coppers. We're like, shit, now we can't steer this car. So this car's at an angle like this. And now we're getting the transport and we're trying to line it up with the ramps and everything. And in the end, we put the winch back on. We overstrap it and everything and drive off. And I don't know if we ever done any damage to a car, apart from ripping the steering wheel off, of course. But we just took it to the car auction and we're just like, yeah, right, yeah, what's wrong with it? No, it's all right, the steering wheel come off. It was like that when we had it. We must have smashed the suspension and everything. But the moral of the story of this is, always check your mirrors when you're pulling away.